when you're putting your prompts in, okay, one of the things that you might help you is this idea of prompt weighting. So you're going to have, remember that big long stream of words I had? Okay, so maybe it gives you something that you don't want, okay, or you want to emphasize more, right? Prompt weighting is a way to get that, and you can add, so you can put prompts in negative 10,000 or up to 10,000, but if on your prompt string, if you have several, they have to add up to be a non-negative number. It's really confusing, but let me just show you what I mean. So here's 2 words, lions, flowers. Lions and flowers. Now, I created this last year, okay, and the prompt weighting has changed a little bit, but I'm showing you actually what I used here. So I wanted to have all flowers and no lions, just as a demo. So I said 5 gives you more flowers than lions. And of course, the other way is more, it's like colon with a number, flowers, you get all lions. Now, these days, 5 won't work. I would use like 50 or 100 or 500 or something like that for this type of thing. But it's using colon with a number gives you kind of more direction. Usually you're not doing just 2 words, you'll have more, but I just want to use this as an example, okay? I'm sure I just confused a lot of you guys, but you got to play with it. You got to drive the car to learn how to do this stuff. Yeah, Ron? You can do, for every word can have a prompt weight if you want. You're just confusing Midjourney. So if you want to do something, I would keep it simple. Stupid method works better, right?
If you had like 3 things, you put 3 different prompts in the way it goes.
Yeah, his question is, if I had 3 things, would I do 3 different prompts? So Midjourney has a hard time understanding I want a VW bus and a flower and a chimpanzee, and it might be playing around with those, and maybe you get 2 out of the 3, maybe you don't like them. Sometimes it's easier just to create the 3 images separately and just combine them in another file. That's how I would attack it. But prompt weighting allows you to get to where you want to go easier. Yes? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever word. Doesn't matter what the word is. I just use lions and flowers, right? So don't get caught up on what the words are. Yeah, buddy? I can't hear you. No, so it's behind the word. So flowers is what I'm playing with. It's ignoring lions because there's a comma. Okay? So here's another way of attacking it. So aspect ratios, okay? If you know anything about TVs or whatever, you might have seen aspect ratios. So an aspect ratio is the ratio of the shape of the square or the rectangle, okay? So by default, Midjourney gives you a square, which is a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? Rectangles are other numbers, and I'll show you in a minute, right? But what Midjourney does is it likes to center things in the middle and it rotates things to fit the shape, okay? So here's an eagle flying. It fits it into the square. This is an aspect ratio of 1-to-1, which is default, so you don't have to worry about it. However, eagle flying, AR, this is dash, it's hard to read on my thing, dash, AR 9-to-6 gives you a rectangle, and now if you're looking for an eagle where the wings are this way, it'll never do that with the square. So if this is, you're trying to get an eagle with the wings out, you're going to want to change the aspect ratio so you have a better chance of getting the thing that you want. Conversely, if you want something that's more thinner, where it's like a profile of the eagle, you would do 6-to-9 because it's a vertical-oriented rectangle, and then you see how that changes the eagle's, body shape and perspective. Okay? So aspect ratios can be your best friend in trying to get in your mind's eye the thing you're trying to create. So let's say you're doing a profile of a car, the side view of a car, right? It's much easier to do it with a rectangle than it is with a square. Okay, does that make sense? If you want to do like the front-on shot of the car, right, I would use the square, right? Right. Another thing is negative prompts, right? So here is Times Square shadow pop art, which is one of my favorite prompts. It always gives you awesome stuff, right? But, man, what's going on? We don't want all those people. So we can say dash dash no people, and guess what? There's no people in the picture. So if you're getting a result that you don't like, don't put in the normal thing, Times Square, shadow pop art, no people, because then it's going to go, oh, he really wants people. You have to say dash dash no people, okay? And even if it doesn't make sense to you, it might make sense to Midjourney, and because it only takes a couple moments to create an image, you're not really wasting much time anyway, just to see what happens, okay? All right. So prompt mining is what I told you about, right? So let's say you find an image that you like on the internet, right? So here's a cheetah with the African safari. Okay, so how Midjourney works is it starts off with \imagine. That's how the whole prompt thing kicks into gear. So instead of doing that, you could do \describe, and then Midjourney, if it has this image, which you can upload, right, has this image, will give you what it sees. These are the prompts. You guys can't read that, but it gives you what it sees, and then guess what you can do is you can create your own image from the thing. Now, that spreadsheet I showed you, a lot of those weird sounding terms, that's where a lot of them came from, was just doing this exercise and paying attention to what Midjourney likes to call something. Okay? It might sound weird. Let's see, so we've got one here that says, graceful balance. Would you have used graceful balance as to describe that first image? No, but that's how Midjourney sees it. So let's use Midjourney and find out, hey, Midjourney, what are you looking at? Remember, Genius 4-year-old. It says graceful balance. So if you want that, then you do it. So underneath the picture, you can see those numbers plus the reroll command. So if you like the first prompt, second prompt, third prompt, fourth prompt, you can click those numbers and it automatically generates it for you. Or you can, on the bottom, see the little red button that says Imagine All. You can just all of them. And if you don't like the prompts, you hit reroll and it gives you another set of 4 prompts. So sometimes what I do is I'll take the same image and I'll prompt it 2 or 3 times just to see what kind of weird words show up. And then guess where they go? They go in my spreadsheet, then I start playing with them. Okay? All right. I don't know. I don't know. This is a Midjourney class, sorry. Yeah. All right, so remember the curly bracket thing, right? So I created 144 tigers using this, I'll show you in a minute, using this technique of using the curly brackets in a couple minutes, right? All of these tigers are completely different. All with the same prompts, but they all look kind of weird, right? All a little different. Some have like yellow eyes, some are look at eat your face, right? So this is kind of cool. By the way, this is a GIF I made where it took forever to like make all that. So, all right. So let's talk about style tuning, and this is where I'm sure I'm going to lose a lot of you, but I'll show you this later. So style tuning is, let's say you're an artist or you like a certain way a logo looks or something, you can use \tune, and this really works if you've got a Midjourney prompt that you really like, okay? And I've got one I can show you, okay? But Midjourney that you really like. So what it does is it creates a series, and here there's different levels with that pull down, 32 style directions. It gives you pairs. And you click on which of the two on 32 sets of images that you like the best. And then it gives you this really long, crazy number, letter, code thing. And what that does is that is telling Midjourney, this is what I like, Midjourney. Do things this way from now on. What's this? With this number. Okay? And it's kind of a fun way of doing it because if you like a certain thing, maybe you like the way that creates a logo or creates a scene or whatever, this is how you can keep consistent looks for stuff. Maybe your t-shirt shop or embroidery shop or whatever has a certain look and style. This is how you can maybe hone in on what that is using the style tuner thing, right? All right, so these are 10 killer prompts. The QR code goes to these. These always work. These are some of my favorite things. So shadow pop art. So the next set of slides, the prompt that I'm using is going to be highlighted in yellow, but other prompts that you should pay attention to are highlighted in blue. Okay? Now, something you should know about Midjourney is that the order the words are in matter. The first set of words before the comma is what Midjourney says, oh, that's the most important. The things at the end are the least important, right? So it matters what order you put things in, right? So think about it as writing a sentence. You're telling Midjourney what you want. So if you really want something, it should be in the front, not at the end, okay? So shadow pop art, fashion model portrait, sunglasses, beach, ocean, here we go. So here's the 4 models, right? Now, for this series of 10, right, I picked what I like the best. Let's see if you can pick what you like the best and it matches up with my favorite, right? So this left with the red, that's 1. On the right, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. So which of these 4, just you guys shout out, do you guys like the best? We'll play this game for everyone. 4? Okay, my choice was 2. Okay, because it's subjective. This is what I like. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong answer, okay? But don't you like that aesthetic? It's kind of cool, right? So here's another one, cell shading. So who has ever seen an animated cartoon? So you can buy the animated cartoon cells sometimes for like $5,000 for like Bugs Bunny or whatever, right? So cell shading is how they create the cells for the cartoons. It's a great prompt for Midjourney because it kind of has that animated cartoon look kind of a thing. Okay? So here, let's say you're doing something for an animal shelter, right? Your local animal shelter wants some shirts. Happy Beagle puppies, because puppies, why not, right? Isolated means I don't want that whole background scene. I just want the thing. Isolate's great prompt. Playing with a ball, flat color, meaning no gradations, okay? Duotone, who knows what duotone means? Right, it means 2 colors, right? Thick black outlines, like a cartoon, cell shading, flat yellow background. And here's our prompt, right? So which of these do you like the best? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is what I picked, right? Oh. I hate this connection, by the way. So anyway, and the yellow is different on my screen, right? But, so that, imagine animal shelter logo sponsored by whatever. If you're a screen printer, how easy would that be to separate and print? Piece of cake, right? Yeah. No, but you can delete it with Trace Journey, right? That's why I like flat background, because it's just, even if you don't use Trace Journey, it's a color one thing and delete. It's like, what is that, 2 seconds, right? All right, coloring book, right? Damn it. Monster truck, big tires, line drawing, profile, black and white, detailed, coloring book, that's the prompt, for adults, isolated, meaning no craziness, solid white background, which makes it really easy to use, right? And then it doesn't have to be a monster truck, but this could be any image that you want a line drawing of. An ear of corn, a tractor, a kitty cat, whatever. Doesn't matter. Use coloring book. Now I put coloring book for adults, so it's not like kitty looking monster truck, like, your toy. It's like, Dukes of Hazzard redneck monster truck, All right. That's the one I picked. Isolated. Remember, we like that one, right? So here's the logo idea we're doing. So maybe there's a new sports team, they're the Gorillas, right? Gorilla, angry, minimalist icon graphic. That works great for logos. Logo, high contrast, great for logos. Austere, simple. Here's a great one. In the style of professional sport teams. Okay? Duotone, flat colors, silver and black, isolated on a flat white background. Remember, here's the results, right? Two colors. How easy would this be to embroider or digitize or screen print, right? Which one do you guys like? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, right? That one.
If you're going to digitize it, do you need to upscale it?
Yeah, you're always going to want a better file, so I would upscale everything. Yes. Good question. Right, so moving through. Photography. So one of the greatest things you guys should do if you're trying to learn Midjourney is Mother Google knows everything. Okay, so what type of photography is there? You know, there's black and white, there's Polaroid, there's all types of stuff, right? So it's gourmet food you're doing something for a restaurant with a hamburger. Gourmet food photography is going to get you the best looking meals you've ever seen. You'll be so hungry, okay? So in this one, bus stop shelter, brutalist style architecture, which is big, massive concrete, ugly, Soviet Russia, wet and foggy day, shallow depth of field, Soviet wave, okay, that's a cool one. Luminous sfumato, right? Okay. Luminous sfumato. Sfumato is like the blurry kind of background, like if you think the Mona Lisa, the stuff that's behind the Mona Lisa is sfumato, okay? Candid photography, right? So this is a Soviet bus stop, right? Photography. Look at that, okay? I mean, that looks like the KGB is about to meet you and you're going to get the secret spy code, right? So which of these would you have picked? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is the one I like, right? There's no wrong answers. This is just whatever, right? So negative space, right? Negative space is the space that's not the thing. Okay, so Midjourney always likes to pile on all kinds of crap, okay? But sometimes you just want the thing. You don't want the whole scene, you just want the thing. Or you're doing a texture and you want lots of white space, you know, and some stuff, right? So look at this. Howling Wolf, bold graphic illustration, minimalist, stark, high contrast, meaning, high, you know, it's crisp, black with neon yellow and green, strong use of negative space. That means, hey, I don't want a whole bunch of stuff. Flat neon blue, background, flat shapes, and Scherenschnitt style. Who knows what that word means? Any Germans in here? What is it? Yeah, it's, so you ever been to Disney and had your kid's picture made with the scissors with the black paper? Right? Check that out. So you're doing some t-shirts, right? Who can separate that file? That's yellow and black, right? Underbase white all day and a blue shirt, right? Easy. Look how cool that looks. Who here would have picked Scherenschnitt? Nobody. I discovered that with the describe command, right? Because I don't know what that, I had to look it up. What is that thing? Yeah, you had a question? Okay. All right. That's the one I picked. All right, so we're art terms. Again, Mother Google, right? 1987 Chevrolet C10, California Car Club, lowrider, right? Don't start singing that song. Low angle, meaning, and here's another thing, is where is the camera? Is the camera way above? That would be high angle. Kind of, if you don't put it, it's kind of here. Low angle is heroic pose, which means the camera's on the ground looking up. Okay? Isolated, black background, cinematic lighting means it's kind of like movie, right? Cinematic lighting gives you a lot of crisp highlights and deep shadows, which is great for artwork for what we do because on a t-shirt, drama sells, okay? Lino cut, which is taking a chisel and cutting out linoleum to do block printing with, okay? Monochrome, meaning one color. Here we go. So, who can print white on a black shirt? If you can't, come see me later, right? Super easy. Now imagine you're doing something for this California C10 car club, right? Derek Garcia's not in here, is he? No. So here's mine. Put a logo underneath that or above it or whatever, perfect. Okay? It's easy. This is 2 minutes of work if you know the prompts. Collection. Collection is a great thing when you want a lot of stuff. Okay? So here, collection. Cute cartoon cats with different colors. This is my favorite prompt discovery last year. Kawaii. Kawaii is the kitty look with, for kids, especially girls, with the big eyes. Lisa Frank, okay? Big eyes. Big eye cute, kawaii. You don't have to put big eye cute for girls, just put kawaii, okay? Clothing expressions, close-up grid, isolated white background, right? Here you go. Let's say you're making a whole bunch of stickers or DTF transfers, okay? You re-roll this a couple times, and guess what? Now we got 100 cat stickers in about 2 minutes, piece of cake, okay? This could be anything. It could be ice cream cones or whatever. It doesn't matter, okay? There's the ones I like. All right. Low angle. We talked about this a minute ago. So what's underneath, right? Not right here. Pig. Beach theme. Hawaiian shirt. Low angle. Wes Anderson color palette. Who likes Wes Anderson movies? All those movies have really nice colors. Okay, now, we're not stealing Wes Anderson's ideas, we're just stealing his color palette because we want it to look that kind of, thing, right? Palm tree, anthropomorphism. Who knows what that crazy word means? Anybody? Yeah.
You make something more human.
Exactly. So here's my pig wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Now, if you didn't use anthropomorphism, the pig is on all fours wearing the Hawaiian shirt. This is why it's important to use the correct word to get the result that you want, right? And I don't know about you, but this guy looks just like me. So don't you want to, eat some bacon with that guy? All right. Lighting. Light blue t-shirt, front view, ghost mannequin, product photography, low-key lighting, meaning just really kind of natural, neutral background, no mannequin. Now, ghost mannequin is one, if you want to do some t-shirts or sweatshirts or ski jackets, it's the perfect thing, but sometimes it likes to put the mannequin in the shirt. So sometimes you have to say ghost mannequin and then dash dash no mannequin for it to understand what you want, right? And here's what I'm talking about, right? This is how this stuff's created. So you're doing your own product line with V-neck shirts or T-shirts or whatever. Ghost mannequin is how you get that look where it looks like somebody's wearing the shirt, it's not flat. Now you'll notice like the top one, number 1, is flat. Because remember, it's a genius 4-year-old. It doesn't know what you want, right? So you got to sometimes re-roll some stuff. And then look at the other one. It's got a gray background. We don't want that, right? So you got to play with some stuff. That's my pick. And of course, it's at an angle. But when we bring it into our other program, guess what we can do? How hard was that? 5 degrees this way, and it's perfect, right?